Hi, I'm Alex Bellis with IHS Automotive, and today we're here with a 2013 Lincoln MKZ all-wheel drive. Now this comes with a 2-liter EcoBoost engine and standard MyLincoln Touch. Now this is sort of a renaissance period for Lincoln. In the past, they've just sort of slapped new bumpers onto Ford vehicles and called it a day. This time, however, they've taken a much more comprehensive approach by fully addressing the interior and exterior styling as well as materials and technology. And it's come together to create a very high quality, luxurious feel. Now, despite all these improvements to the Lincoln MKZ, it's facing more stiff competition than ever from the likes of Buick and Acura and Lexus. And now it has to not only improve upon the past design, but improve enough to match that of the competition. So let's take a deeper dive inside and see if that technology can actually match that of the competition. Now inside the 2013 MKZ, the first thing you'll notice is this sweeping, flowing dash. Now this is made clutter-free by the fact that they've replaced the shift lever with these push buttons alongside the touchscreen here. Additionally, they've removed a lot of the other hard keys by replacing them with a capacitive touch panel. Now we have buttons here for the audio system as well as HVAC controls, and some things like fan speed and volume are actually controlled by these sliders here, so we can just slide our finger along and change the volume that way. Additionally, we also have steering wheel controls. We counted 22 in total, which seems a little excessive to me, but hey, they're all there and you can control a wide range of functions through them. You can do things like volume, change track, things like that. But then on top of that, we also have these 5-way controllers that control the 10.1-inch instrument cluster display. Now looking at the instrument cluster display, you may not realize it's a 10.1-inch screen at first, and that's because there's these plastic bezels that go around different portions of the screen to make it look a little bit more traditional. However, the whole thing is fully reconfigurable and digitized, and you can display things like your fuel economy, navigation directions, audio information, phone stuff. Just about anything that you can do on the main screen, you can also display right here on the instrument cluster display. Now going back to the 8-inch touchscreen here, it's worth pointing out that if you are used to Ford vehicles, and specifically my Ford Touch, you'll feel right at home with my Lincoln Touch. It has all the same features, all the same look, and all the same functionality that you'd be used to in a My Ford Touch vehicle, and really the only thing that's changed is the color scheme. It's more pastel colors now, instead of the vibrant green and blue and red and gold that you'd be used to in a Ford system. Now, with that, you get some of the same latency and lag issues that we're used to in My Ford Touch. And in this case, they didn't really bog the system down, but it did become a bear to use after a while, especially when you're trying to type in an address and you have to wait for each character to clear before you can go to the next one. Otherwise, it just gets confused. Now, one of the other things we noticed that was a bit of an issue was an Android incompatibility issue with things like text messaging. While sometimes text messaging would work great, other times when we connected our phone, we wouldn't be able to use that feature. We're not sure why that happened, but unfortunately it happened enough times that it kind of became a bother to us. Now with this MyLincoln Touch system, we have a wide range of audio sources available. We have things like AM/FM radio, HD radio, Sirius XM radio, we have a CD player, we also have 2 USB ports, an SD card slot, and AV inputs. Now, all of this plays through an 11-speaker audio system as standard, and however, we did not get the 14-speaker 700-watt THX system that we would have liked to listen to. Now, with the standard audio system, we were a little disappointed. It doesn't rattle or have any other glaring issues like some of the other systems we've tested lately, but overall, the sound experience was kind of muddled. We didn't really have any crisp high notes or really deep, bassy low notes, and it all just kind of flowed together and didn't sound as nice as it could have. Now, the one thing you may notice was glaringly missing here was things like internet radio options. We don't have any Pandora or Spotify or iHeartRadio or anything like that that some of the other competition offers in this segment. And that's because one of the main things missing here is AppLink. Now, the Ford guys will know what I'm talking about because they don't have it in my Ford Touch. But in some of the more basic audio system options from Ford, you do get AppLink, which includes things like Pandora Radio. Now the 2013 Lincoln MKZ features a wide range of safety features, both standard and optional. Both in the back and in the front, there's 6 different ultrasonic sensors that help with the parking assist system as well as cross traffic alert. Now, as you're trying to parallel park, this will sense spots in a parking lot and actually steer the vehicle into the spot for you. Now, coming up the side of the vehicle, we also have blind spot detection. Now, this gives you a warning in the mirrors, but it doesn't really give you any audible feedback when you're driving. So if you're pulling up next to a car and it's in your blind spot and you turn on your turn signal, it won't beep at you to warn you that there's a car there, but you do still have the blinking in the mirror to kind of give you an idea that there may be a car there. Hopefully, you'll pay attention to your mirrors and you won't have any issues. Now, up here in the windshield, we have a camera that watches the road for the lane keep assist system. Again, this is a very subtle system. It really just kind of very gently tugs you back into your lane, but there's no feedback in terms of sounds or chimes or anything like that to alert you when you're kind of veering out of your lane at all. Coming forward a little bit more, we also have a radar sensor down here in the front grille, and that works with the adaptive cruise control system. Now, unlike some systems that will allow you to brake in stop and go traffic, this system only works down to about 20 miles an hour. Additionally, we also have full LED headlights, which are adaptive, and they also have auto high beams. So as you're driving at night, the high beams will stay on until it sees oncoming headlights, in which case the headlights will then dim. This is a great feature that we found to work really well. The headlights do also swivel around corners, so it helps on those twisty roads at night when you really need to see the best that you can around those corners. Now, at just under $38,000, this Lincoln MKZ does offer a lot of great standard features that do make it a solid value in this segment. Now, as tested, this vehicle came equipped with a $3,100 trim package that featured things like rear parking assist with a camera, as well as blind spot detection and rear cross traffic alert system. Additionally, that included the navigation system and HD radio. Now, for an additional $2,200, we also had things like the lane keep assist, the blind spot notification system, and a few other safety features that go along with that. Now, all of that adds up to a vehicle that costs just over $45,000, and it makes it a very competitive value in this segment, along the likes of Volvo, Buick, Lexus, and other models. But really, we were a little let down by not only the quality of the sound system, but also the latency issues with the MyLincoln Touch system. And then on top of that, it took us almost a week to find the trunk release. It's right down here. Who would have guessed? Wait, now I can't find it. There it is. So all in all, it's a pretty solid value for the money, and it does offer a great driving experience, but it lacks some of the technology, especially in terms of monitored telematics, to really stack up to the competition. For more on this and other automotive reviews, check out ihs.com/automotive or subscribe to our YouTube channel.